Let us start with a new chapter of organic chemistry, that is alcohol, phenols, and ethers. So, this is your second unit of your organic chemistry. First was haloarenes, haloalkanes, and polyhalogen derivatives. So, let us first of all take methods of preparation of alcohol. We have just finished halogen derivatives of alkane. We have first method of alcohol, that is from alkyl halides. When alkyl halide, they are hydrolyzed with aqueous KOH. We produce CH3OH plus KCl. We can prepare ethyl alcohol by a similar reaction. C2H5OH plus KCl. Then this reaction can also be brought with moist silver oxide. Two molecules of this are taken alkyl halide. Then we have two molecules of methanol plus 2 AgCl is obtained. So this is first method of getting alcohols from alkyl halide. Then second method is from ethers. Ethers, as we know, they have general formula RORS. So they can be hydrolyzed by water in the presence of dilute H2SO4. We add up a water molecule and molecule is broken from this point. Water breaks like this, you will get two molecules of methanol. Similarly, we can prepare diethyl ether, can be hydrolyzed, and we can go for ethyl alcohol. Then third method is from esters. Esters can also be hydrolyzed by either acidic hydrolysis or by basic hydrolysis. This is general formula. This is ethyl ethanoate. It is hydrolyzed with water in the presence of dilute HCl. We get CH3COOH plus C2H5OH. Ethanol is obtained, and this reaction can also be done by basic hydrolysis by treating ester with aqueous KOH. You will get potassium acetate plus ethanol. Then we have fourth method from alkenes, olefins. Olefins, when they are given water in the presence of dilute H2SO4, they will give you CH3, CH2OH. This is called as ethanol. Similarly, when we take propene, we get isopropyl alcohol by Markovnikov rule. Markovnikov rule states that negative part of this group will go to the central carbon, which is having less number of hydrogen, and positive part will come here. Water has two parts, HOH. This is negative part, it goes to central carbon, hydrogen goes here. So this is the way how olefins, they can be changed into alcohols and by hydroboration of alkalis. Of alkenes, we have 6 molecules of propene treated with B2H6. We get CH3, CH2, CH2, thrice B. This is tripropyl borane. It is subjected to treatment with alkaline hydrolysis. It will give you 6 molecules of propyl alcohol. Along with that, you get 2 molecules of boric acid. So So this reaction is called as hydroboration oxidation reaction. Then we have another reaction that is called as oxymercurization reduction reaction, that will also give the alcohols. So we have sixth method, oxymercurization reduction process. Here olefin, let us take here butane treated with mercuric acetate. This is mercuric acetate, and this will give you the product first of all CH3, CH2, CHOH, CH2, HgO, CO, CH3, mercuric acetate, one acetic acid is lost here, and this will be subjected to reduction, sodium borohydride. It will give you alcohol plus mercury plus acetic acid. So this is the oxymercurization hydroboration. This reaction is taken in the presence of tetrahydrofurane as a solvent, and this compound is treated with sodium borohydride in the basic medium. It will supply nascent hydrogen to the above molecule. It will supply two nascent hydrogens in the presence of this reagent, and will get the product secondary alcohol. This is secondary butyl alcohol. Mercury and acetic acid is obtained during this reaction. Then we have the seventh method, that is by reduction of aldehydes and ketones. Acid chlorides, carboxylic acids. So these are four series of compound which can be reduced. CH3CHO given 2 hydrogen in the presence of sodium and ethyl alcohol. This method is called as Bouveault-Blanc reduction. Using sodium and ethyl alcohol for reduction, this is Bouveault-Blanc reduction. You will get ethanol from this method. And similarly, if you are taking ketone, you will get secondary alcohol from that. This is our acetone. This is double bond in acetone treated with 2 hydrogen under similar condition. You will get secondary alcohol, isopropyl alcohol is obtained. And third method of converting acid halide. This is ethanoyl chloride treated with 4 hydrogen here. In the presence of other reagent, we have ethyl alcohol plus HCl in this case. Then we have fourth method of converting carboxylic acids into alcohol. Best reagent for this is lithium aluminum hydride, which alone supplies 4 nascent hydrogen, and 2 carbon acid will give you 2 carbon alcohol along with water. So these are the 4 compounds which can be changed into alcohols. We can be by lithium aluminum hydride as well as by sodium and ethyl alcohol, that is called as Bouveault-Blanc reduction. So this is our method number 7 of reducing the different compounds into alcohols. Then we come to 2 more methods. So up to now we have seen 7 methods of preparing alcohols. Then we shift to 8th method. eighth method would be by reduction of amides as well as amines. By reduction of amides, amides are the compound like this. Ethanamide is the name of this compound. It is treated with reducing agent. Sodium ethyl alcohol is given to it. You will get CH3, CH2, NH2. Water is lost here. This is treated with HNO2, which comes from NaNO2 plus HCl in C2. Then it will give you C2H5OH, N2 gas, and water is lost here. This is ethanol. Then we have from amines. We have just seen how amines are being changed into alcohol. This is our ethylamine. This method will start from here. From amines we can get the alcohols. Then we have from oxidanes or epoxides. We have ethylene epoxide. This compound is given Grignard reagent. Then this Grignard reagent will break this linkage OMGBr. Later on it is hydrolyzed, acidic hydrolysis is there. We get CH3, CH2, CH2OH plus MgBrOH. This is N-propyl alcohol. So this is Grignard reagent. So oxidane can be changed into alcohol. Then we have Petard reaction, a name reaction. Carbon monoxide can be changed into methyl alcohol in presence of Cr2O3, CuO, ZNO. Any catalytic metal oxide can be used here. 573 Kelvin and high pressure will give you methanol. This is called as selective reduction by the catalyst. Then we have OXO process where ethylene treated with carbon monoxide and hydrogen in the presence of cobalt tetracarbonyl under high pressure. This will produce acetaldehyde and propionaldehyde. Propionaldehyde on reduction with hydrogen and nickel will produce propanol. This is propanol, also called as propane mono. So this is OXO process of converting carbon monoxide, and then we have ethylene into alcohol. Then we have the next method, that is conversion of aldehydes and ketones into alcohol with the help of Grignard reagent. From Grignard reagent we take formaldehyde first of all, SCHO, given methyl magnesium bromide, you will get CH3, CH2OMGBr. This is subjected to acidic hydrolysis. Molecule will break from here, water will break like this. We get CH3, CH2OH plus MgBrOH. So this is our primary alcohol we got here. If you want to get secondary alcohol, you attach one carbon to aldehyde group, take Grignard reagent, you will get CH3 twice, CHO, MgBr. It is treated with water in acidic medium. Product will be CH3 twice, CHOH plus MgBrOH. This is secondary alcohol. And if you want to prepare tertiary alcohol, we will take acetone here. We will get trimethyl complex hydrolyzed. We will get tertiary methyl alcohol. This is tertiary methyl alcohol. So this is our method number 13. Then we have the fermentation of carbohydrate. So it is our last method of preparing alcohol, that is by fermentation of carbohydrates. Or from molasses. Molasses are the waste product of sugar industry, which is when fermented it produces large number of alcohol. Molasses contains sucrose, maltose, C12H22O11. This is sucrose. It will be hydrolyzed to glucose by enzyme. You will be having enzyme invertase. Converts it into fructose and glucose. Here we get C6H12O6, it is glucose. It is given the enzyme gymase, which is produced in khamir yeast. It will give you 2 molecules of ethyl alcohol plus 2 CO2. So we are having 6 oxygen here, 6 oxygen. This molecule is fermented. This is called as fermentation. Breaking up of the big molecule in the presence of microorganism to small molecules, that is called as fermentation method. Then starch can be also hydrolyzed. We take C6H10O5. This is a polymer of glucose, starch. It is given n number of water molecules. In the presence of enzyme diastase in yeast, it is also produced in the khamir. We get C12H22O11, that is maltose. Maltose is given NH2O and it is hydrolyzed to glucose. 2 units of glucose. Glucose when subjected to fermentation by zymase in yeast, this glucose will produce 2 molecules of ethyl alcohol and 2 CO2. They are produced here. So starch and sucrose, they are changed into ethyl alcohol by fermentation method. Then we have the physical properties of alcohols. So these are the method of preparation of alcohols. Now we come to physical properties. First is physical state. All alcohols, they exist in the liquid state due to hydrogen bonding among their molecules. They are colorless liquids with burning taste. If they are taken, they are drunken, then they produce a taste like that something is burning in our body with distinct smell. Ethyl alcohol has distinct smell. It is suited for drinking. Methyl alcohol is not suited for drinking because it is a poisonous liquid. If it is drunken by mistake or knowingly, it may cause blindness or it may also result in the death. Then we have the boiling point. First of all, let us take solubility. Whenever we are discussing physical property, we will be taking PSMBD. Physical state, solubility, melting and boiling point, density. So now we are taking second term, that is solubility. All the alcohols, they are water soluble due to hydrogen bonding. They are miscible with water. Boiling point of primary alcohol when compared with secondary and tertiary alcohol, boiling point of primary alcohol is higher than that of secondary and tertiary alcohol. It is mainly because of the fact that primary alcohol, they are more polar, and their hydrogen bonding is stronger as compared to secondary and tertiary alcohols, which have branched chain alkyl group. And in such cases, the surface area of the molecule reduces and magnitude of the van der Waals forces in secondary and tertiary alcohol is less. That's why they have less melting and boiling point as compared to primary alcohol. On the same basis, we can say primary alcohols are stronger acids as compared to secondary and tertiary alcohol, because in primary alcohol, the plus I effect of the normal alkyl group is more, therefore OH bond in this case is less. Plus I effect of normal alkyl group is less, therefore OH will be more polar, because oxygen, when pulling electron from OH bond, this capacity of oxygen is interfered by the alkyl group which is present behind oxygen. If that alkyl group is having carbon after carbon, carbon after carbon, then pushing effect, or you can say plus I effect, will be less. And in case of the secondary and tertiary alcohol, the alkyl group is branched, the carbon they come nearer to alkyl groups or CH2 groups or methyl group, they come nearer to OH bond, therefore plus I effect in that case increases, and polarity of the OH bond it decreases. When polarity of the OH bond decreases, the tendency to release proton that also decreases. Even if these three alcohol they release proton, then stability of alkoxide ion formed after loss of proton, that will be less in case of secondary and tertiary alcohol as compared to primary alcohol, because there is a normal alkyl group in primary alcohol which is exerting less plus I effect as compared to secondary and tertiary alcohols. Then we have the density, melting and boiling point. It increases when molecular weight of alcohol increases, because with the increase in molecular weight, the surface area of the alcohol molecule increases, and which increases the van der Waals forces among different molecules. That's why melting and boiling point of alcohol increases. Then we have the density. Density, as we know, it is mass upon volume, and molecular mass increases with the increase in molecular mass. When we move from lower alcohol to higher alcohol, the density of alcohol that also increases. That's why they change from liquid to solid when higher alcohols come into existence. Then we have the alcoholates. When alcohols react with calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, they will produce alcoholates. These are salt-like compound where alcohol molecules get added. This is calcium chloride, methyl alcoholate. So the compound of salts, magnesium chloride can produce magnesium alcoholate. This is similar compound as we saw previously. This is magnesium chloride, methyl alcoholate. Then magnesium chloride can combine with 6 molecules of methyl alcohol to give you magnesium chloride alcoholate. Then we have physiological action of alcohols. Physiological action. Alcohols cause physiological action on our body. Methanol is poisonous liquid, so should not be drank at all. But ethyl alcohol is suited for drinking because it does not harm our body. It produces intoxicating effect. It suppresses the activity of the nervous system, and it is used in the preparation of beverages. So this is all about the physical properties of alcohols. After doing the methods of preparation, tomorrow we'll take with the chemical properties of alcohols. Thank you very much.